Welcome back to Lost Creek Canyon Ranch, a beautiful 400-acre facility thriving in the heart of Coachella Valley, California. In today's video, we're heading down to Middle Ranch to visit the newest addition to Lost Creek Canyon Ranch, and this is the SoCal Mini Horse Sanctuary. So on your next tour to the ranch, you'll see a variety of different minis, emus, as well as alpacas, and so much more. Let's go see what Jeannie has in store for us today.
Hi, babies. That's Ghost and Whiskey. Whiskey.
Whiskey's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I know. He's like our little puppy dog here, isn't he? And this morning, the cows came down.
Okay.
So we watched all the horses kind of go high alert. And they just came walking down. So I think they're up there, or I was working, or they kept going down. But the cows are out on this side today, and that I love all the time. Just being part of the mountain is so cool, in my opinion. And you can see everybody's out. You've got panels on the ground because we're making, we're adjusting and making improvements, and then I'll probably turn around and do it all again. But that's the fun part of it. See, you look to the left here, you can see the desert. That's the road to Palm Springs right there. But we're so high up, and you got Idlewild, the beautiful mountain right there, the San Jacinto Mountains.
You get to wake up to this every day.
Every day. And then pretty soon it'll be snow all over those, which is so cool. And then when you go to the west, behind that ridge right there is the Morongo Casino. That makes it pretty cool. Yay! So we created this little track around the whole thing. So it's not only how I do my night checks and day checks, but it's eventually something that I'd like to let the horses do. They love to run. And so at our other location, we had a racetrack, and this will give them a racetrack to run it, and it's a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to that.
Amazing exercise.
Oh yeah, and they've got 4 legs, and all they want to do is run and play, which is great. But there it is. That's our little circle that we did. We've got our little senior center right here. Little Peanut, he's almost 50 years old. He's skinny, he'll eat all day long, but he's a little old man. Oh, and you see little Valentino standing at the gate.
He's so tiny.
Yeah, he goes, "Where's Mom? She was here a minute ago." I'm gonna work with it for a while to see, look how cute they are, running and playing.
Just running in circles.
Yeah. Well, I love it. It's a work in progress, and it's gonna be like that for quite a while. And just making sure that they have lots of shelter, it's safe, it's convenient, I can get to fresh water super easy. That's my priority. And having them, look at how much fun they're having. But it's a lot of changes. It'll keep going through. All these will be more, it was very windy last night. So I know that when we permanently put up our wood pieces here, it'll be really nice. We're gonna get all those put up on each one. Hi, honey. Good morning. Are you helping clean up? Are you a free runner today?
It'll be good. Just be free.
Hi, Val. Gus named him Valentino. Hi. Yes, you do. You need a little eye wash, cute little baby. He's had a lot of tummy issues since he was born. So he's had quite a bit of handling because he needed to for vet reasons and hospital reasons, but he seems to be doing really good here, which is nice. And hopefully he stays on track. But he's a little one with a little rough beginning. Hi, you see his little baby teeth? Little tiny, dirty, dirty teeth right now. Little baby teeth. Cute little boy. I believe 2014 or early 15, we got our nonprofit, but I was doing that for many years before. I go to the auctions with the kids, and I wanted to help, and I'd adopt them out to girlfriends. So people would say to me, "Jeannie, why don't you just get your nonprofit and get some help doing this?" So that was about end of 2014, beginning of 2015. So a nonprofit for probably a decade, but many, many years before that. And I started doing it because I got my first mini, Splash, beautiful, beautiful girl. And I needed to find a buddy for her, and I wanted it to be a rescue. And I couldn't find any horse rescue because there's lots of big full-size horse rescues, but nobody was helping the miniature horses. And I looked from Southern California in a 500-mile radius, even into other states, and nobody was helping miniature horses. So I thought, who's helping the mini horses? Because there's so many. So that's how we basically got started, is one after the other out of rescue auctions and bad situations. And it's just kind of the same thing as dogs and cat world: overbreeding, neglect, abuse, abandonment. And oh, look how cute that is. He's all the little haze coming out of his mouth when he turned to look. When he turned to look at us. I see these little things. This is how you keep yourself in shape.
Yeah, a little bit of this every day.
Oh yeah, a little bit, a lot, huh, Anthony? They really do. And these have adapted well with the mini horses as well, which has been great, because we started with 2, and you never know what you're going to get when you bring rescues in. And the 2 that we brought in were pregnant, so we were very surprised when babies were on the ground. We're like, oh my gosh, they were like little aliens, but we got through it. They looked like aliens. I've given birth to many miniature horses over the years, because when you take in a rescue, you don't know anything about its past, and a lot of people aren't real, upfront about what's going on. And a lot of them turned out to be pregnant, so you give birth to a lot of them, and you're used to that. But when they give little babies, they're like little aliens. It's the cutest little thing, but crazy, which is good. Look, I opened the gate, so they're going to finish food. And every morning we clean the stalls, and we clean out any food that hasn't been eaten. Hi, girls. All girls. We have no boys here. No breeding. We do not breed. We don't want any more babies. I always want to be able to help. I love the hard cases. I love to do what's really needed. It depends on funds. If we have enough funds, we have to make sure that we can always cover the food, the vet care, and the hoof trims for the ones we have. And if it's getting scary and we think, we can't afford to take another one on, then we have to put the brakes on it. I don't want to, because I hate turning phone calls away, but we have to be responsible. So that's why we love, relying on, well, we don't love relying on it, but we definitely rely on some good souled people out there to help us. We put it all in. We all do everything we can, physically, financially, and mentally for them. And it's all 100% volunteer run, which is great. And everybody, even myself, volunteer. Nobody gets a paycheck, so we do it out of our hearts. And we love them. How could you not? Look how fun this is. This is great. There's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. This is a lot of work. But what else are you going to do? I mean, you've got choices in life, right? I just love them. I always say to people, like, I don't need another pair of shoes. I don't need another purse. I'm at the point in my life that what can you do that you can wake up every morning and do something? And you find your passion, whatever your passion is, children, animals, art, whatever it is that needs something. And mine just turned out to be miniature horses. There was a need, and I fell into that, not being able to find a rescue that was helping miniature horses. So here we are, and I love it. They're very kind animals. They're very sweet. They just want love and food and water and attention. But that's easy. That's easy. And I love the fact that there's people in the world that understand, what it takes. It's fun, for people like not only my age, but we get up early in the morning, a lot of people, and they want to do something, and they want to get out, and they want to give back to the community or give back to animals. And just as much as it's a sanctuary for the animals, it's a sanctuary for me. And I know for all the people that come and volunteer, it's a sanctuary for them as well. So it's nice. When you muck a stall, you're cleaning up after them, but you get so much deep thinking done, and you can process stuff, and it's just rewarding. It's incredibly rewarding. So I do know that we'll start looking for volunteers. And I know there's a lot of like-minded people out there, especially in the desert. It's so fun. I love it out here. It's just unbelievable. But 23 miniature horses. That includes the little donkeys and the ponies. We have a few ponies. That includes that number. And they're in the big pony pasture that we'll be working on next. And then, oh, cutie, oh, what a shot, but. And then we have 6 alpacas, all girls, 2 emus, 3 pigs, and we got some new guinea fowl. And we do have mini cows and cows, but they're on our other property, still in Hemet. We will be able to bring them up. We have to do some really heavy-duty fencing to keep them here. We have a beautiful area for them, but we have the fencing. We have to have a fundraiser to put the fencing in so we can bring them up.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. But see how beautiful it is over there? We're going to do the same thing for here. So when people come in, we're going to be able to have, this will be our area that we're going to start working on, that when our guests come of all ages, they'll be able to sit in there comfortably. It looks like it's at an angle now, but it's really not. They'll be able to sit in there comfortably. They'll be able to groom horses, just spend time with them. We have a lot of seniors that want to come out, and work is not going to be for them, but maybe sitting with a mini that would like some company. You know, if you sing, I can't sing to save my life, but I would, just to make the mini, you know, the animal, you know, it's just peaceful. If you have an instrument, you see these things on social media that they do, but it really is true. The animals love the music. They just love interaction. Even the most broken little ones that have been abandoned and neglected or abused, if you just give them something beautiful, music is beautiful, kindness is beautiful, touch. Even when somebody touches your hair or your head, doesn't that feel so good? Well, imagine how they feel after they've never been treated that way. So this is the area that we're going to create that will be for that. And another project, but I love it. See how they love the mountain? They just love playing. Come on. I just love this. You see that? Isn't that pretty? Cuties. That's what it's all about. Hi, my loves. Hi, girls. Where's the pretty girls? We're going to be fencing this one in so we can walk our minis here or bring our cows to this section right here. It's a pretty large section. It goes pretty far back and it goes into the river. So if we fence this off real securely, we'll have a real good spot here. But it's just beautiful. And in summertime, because we spent a lot of time over here during the last summer, this pepper tree is a really good shade. And we've got our well here, which runs the water off, which is also very helpful. But it's just stunning. Just so beautiful. SoCal Mini Horse Sanctuary is our social media names for Instagram, YouTube channel, Facebook, and we have a website which is SoCalMini.org, SoCalMini.org. So that makes it super easy, and I'm always open for phone calls. So when I put my phone number out there and it's on our website, I love taking phone calls. So picking up the phone and asking me questions is great too. And we're going to be updating our website very soon about upcoming tours for the new property and putting the Lost Creek Canyon Ranch with ours, blending our tours or getting the homeschoolers back on track for coming up to see the new property. We're getting ready for that. So very soon we're going to have our link put up for upcoming tours.